It's the greatest what if in basketball history. For nearly a decade, they hovered like twin suns, never colliding, like two ships in the night. Kobe Bryant and LeBron James, two of the greatest of all time, both in eras that elapsed each other, both in eras that intertwined, but they never seemed to meet the right time. We're going to talk about the biggest rivalry that never happened, LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. I still see Bam Adebayo in my nightmares. Away from all the depressing stuff from the Washington Wizards are giving me, away from the depression that the Commanders are alright. Away from the depression that Chelsea Football Club are giving me, we're going to talk about, historically, two of the greatest players we've ever seen touch the court on the hard wood. So, you got Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, obviously, allow me to apologize. 5-time NBA champion. Used to be the second points in a single game. But the 5-time champion, 2-time finals MVP, and LeBron James, 4-time champion, 4-time finals MVP. One of them out there in the East, one of them out there in the West. So you'd think at some point in their careers they'd face each other in the NBA finals. But nah, we start the story in 2007. In 2007, LeBron James was carrying a average Cavaliers team with one other all-star in Big Z. He managed to take them all the way to the finals and came up against one of the greatest teams we've ever seen play basketball in the San Antonio Spurs, with Greg Popovich's team of Tony Parker, Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili. Three of the greatest players ever, let alone the entire team. And obviously, quite rightly, he was dismantled. But this was the first year. He was drafted 4 years ago. It's not that deep, to be honest, really and truly. But we thought if we carry on, we'll see a great legend, which we did. But in that year, Kobe Bryant was booted out in the first round. We'd say at that point in time, pretty much, it's unlucky for Kobe Bryant. Kobe was in his one-man army. I know LeBron was doing a one-man army thing, but Kobe in 2007 was really and truly on a one-man army road collision course. So it's acceptable, and we didn't end up seeing the final we all wanted to see. In 2008, not sure if you haven't watched my Kobe Bryant documentary, Kobe Bryant won an MVP. He was the best player in the association by a decent margin. He was carrying the team once again. He was really doing what he had to do. But LeBron James was out there in the East, and there was one of the greatest defensive teams we've ever seen, with three of the greatest players we've ever seen, additionally, they had one of the greatest playmakers we've ever seen play basketball in the Boston Celtics. Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Rondo to help them. That's 4 on the court. We don't talk about Kendrick Perkins. But yeah, LeBron didn't manage to get away with the win, and it became a finals of Kobe Bryant against the Boston Celtics. Kobe just fell a bit short. Unluckily, obviously coming up against one of the greatest defenses we've ever seen, with Doc Rivers unluckily winning a chip. But 2009 now. This is where they're both in their prime. LeBron 6 years into the league, Kobe Bryant off the back of an MVP. Dwight Howard happened. Dwight Howard put up an amazing performance. The Magic were pretty much just a great team. Hedo Turkoglu, JJ Redick off the bench. They were a good team, a good setup team. You know, they had good defensive players everywhere. They had the greatest defensive player in the league at that moment, Dwight Howard. And coming up against LeBron James, LeBron didn't really have a squad out there in Cleveland to back him up. So once again, the better team collective beat LeBron James. Kobe went to the final once again, and this time he won. This one was a bit heartbreaking because LeBron and Kobe were both 65 plus wins teams. This was the time they should have both been in the position to make the NBA finals. This is when they were both, like I said, prime players. We go to 2010. In 2010, LeBron James, last year in Cleveland, to try and go to the NBA finals, but this time he was defeated once again by the Celtics, but in the second round this time. This time was a bit of a questionable time because LeBron didn't play well in that series against the Celtics. LeBron, his team let him down, but he also let himself down, and the big three of the Celtics weren't as good as they were 2 years ago. They were aging. Kobe once again made it to the NBA Finals, coming up against those Celtics teams, and he won this time, beating his Duck. Even though he lost to them in 2008, his MVP year, he picked up another championship and another Finals MVP. Now 2011 came by, and we saw one of the greatest runs we've ever seen in an NBA championship in the NBA playoffs. And it wasn't Kobe and it wasn't LeBron. We saw Dirk Nowitzki come around and run through the NBA. Great team, Jason Kidd in there, you know, Jason Terry in there. You've got good Tyson Chandler in there. You've got Dirk Nowitzki, obviously one of the greatest players ever. But they ran through Kobe Bryant. They beat Kobe Bryant. Everyone thought this is questionable. How does the NBA champions lose to a team we didn't even expect to be in the finals in the second round? And then they beat LeBron James's Heatles 3, the Miami Heat. This was questioning LeBron's legacy. All this time, it's been 8 years since he's been in the league. He's now linked up with Chris Bosh, linked up with Dwayne Wade, and he's lost to Dirk Nowitzki and these misfits. The issue was LeBron didn't play well. LeBron in the finals did not play well at all. 2012 came around. Now Kobe's obviously getting older. Kobe's getting older and older, facing injuries all the time. And we see an uptick in some of the best teams in the league at this current time. One of those teams was the Oklahoma City Thunder, who beat Kobe Bryant in the second round again. Second round defeat once again, made it to the finals, but this time LeBron James finally overcome his final struggles and won a championship and won a finals MVP. Now we move into 2013. Obviously LeBron now is an MVP, multiple time MVP, a finals MVP. This is the time now for Kobe Bryant to make the finals, and they can intertwine. But no, Kobe Bryant tore his Achilles. I can't blame him. He tore his Achilles. Mamba mentality. He's tried to come back, obviously, got injured once again. No meeting there. Obviously the Lakers didn't do well without Kobe. But LeBron James did make the finals in 2014 and did also beat a person that's beat him in the finals, in Tim Duncan, when he beat the San Antonio Spurs. So LeBron's now two-time finals MVP. So is Kobe Bryant, two-time finals MVP. Kobe Bryant has an MVP. LeBron has 2 MVPs or 3 MVPs going into 2014. But unluckily for everyone, Kobe Bryant was still injured and his team decided to rebuild. And this is ultimately where everything goes to shit, if I'm being honest. Everything falls down because Kobe Bryant's now an old man. He's been in the league since 1996, 2014. It's 18 years in the league. He's not going to be a young man anymore. Not everybody is LeBron James as LeBron James is right now. And so there was no real chance of him making the finals again, but he was going to go out and perform. And LeBron is very much so in his prime. Makes the finals in 2014, loses to the Spurs. Kawhi Leonard, great performance, makes the finals in 2015, loses to the Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors, great team, makes the finals 2016. Wins this time against the Golden State Warriors, one of the greatest performances we've ever seen in the NBA Finals. Makes the finals in 2017, loses to the Golden State Warriors, makes the final in 2018, and loses to the Golden State Warriors. Kobe Bryant was retired by 2016. It is unlucky that we never saw the two players play against each other in the NBA Finals. We've never seen them go toe-to-toe in the NBA Finals. But you know what we did see? And I can't put the footage because the Olympics will copyright me. They did team up in 2008 when Kobe Bryant decided to represent Team USA at the Olympics, and we saw superstars coming together to become the Redeem Team and win an Olympic gold medal. So yeah, they never played against each other in NBA Finals. The best we were going to see was an all-star game. The best we were going to see is the one game they played against each other a year, because one was in the East and one was in the West. But ultimately, we got to see them together. And realistically, isn't that better? They both ended up with their chips. They both ended up with their MVPs and Finals MVPs. So how can I complain? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, people, and I'll see you, man, in a bit.